us here. So let's talk about Blitz and everything we've seen so far. And there's still more to come. I'm streaming every day for the drops here going forward the rest of the weekend. So check me out, twitch.tv/GutFox. But the Blitz this year, there's been a lot of frustration online, and I tend to agree with most of it due to some of the things EA has done. Now, before I go into the negative, we'll give away some positive feedback because it's not all bad, right? We do have, sets. The Turducken pack has been really nice. You can get in by logging in and doing them here in the sets. There's other free things we've gotten through events. We get the login cards, which has been really good this year. So before we get into the complaints, I want to say, there's been some things that have been pretty good. I think about 26. Let me know in the comments what you guys think is better than 25, 24, and 23. So they've definitely made positive steps forward, seasoned players, okay? All right, now let's get into why I do not like the way they set up Blitz and the issues with it this year, because there is quite a few, okay? So first of all, it's expensive, right? I think the biggest issue with the expense level is how much, because Black Friday has always been a money spender promo, but it does feel like EA is really testing limits here. I know $20 billion in debt does not pay for itself, but I feel like if you make it more reasonable instead of what it looks like, which is a complete money grab, that's, the general consensus, right, is like you go through these step up things, you get to the final one, and after finding out, unless something happens that EA drops that's not on the Mutt Leak list, and we'll get more into this in a second, and thanks, Leaks, for showing that. It's crazy that they made the decision you can only get these golden bolts through very specific Blitz packs themselves, right? Because traditionally we can buy anything here and there'd be potential for getting golden bolts or the next step to get because Blitz has always been about layered deals. So the fact that only some of them are layered is a step difference than what we've had in the past, and it's very confusing to me, and I don't know why they did that, because if you're getting a 92 Blitz fantasy pack, right, with the cards were very good and very expensive, they were oh, that was too much value. We don't want to give you the 20 golden bolts that you would spend, say 20,000 of these things that you would get for buying 20 Blitz packs. And you'll get 5 Blitz packs here. So you have to spend enough money because you only get 20 Blitz packs through coins alone, which of course I already bought. So the NMS people, the people that like to just grind the game without opening their wallets for it, are not able to really go and engage too much with the steps. And that's kind of why, right? You should let them get quite a bit into it, I fear that we're kind of going the wrong way here. So there's that frustration here that the promo's kind of confusing and why it's segmented the way it is. Now the expense level, night one, we all saw, we're wow, it's going to cost $2,000 to actually do the Golden Blitz step up to get the Sanders, and you only pick one of two. That's kind of weird, man. So, and then a lot of people, I was it's not going to be $2,000. They're going to give us alternate ways of getting more of these Golden Bolts. And yeah, I was wrong. I think basically factored in, we're projecting $1,200. Okay, we don't know exact numbers right now until we see everything, costs and whatnot, which Mutt Leaks have not, shown us what each thing's going for. We can kind of estimate it, but we'll estimate $1,200 to only get one of the two guys. And it's not 93 overalls are good. There's 50, 93 overalls in the game right now. I definitely say the argument that the Sanderses are better than a lot of those cards, I would agree. But you see what I'm saying is these aren't Night Train Lane from Mutt 16, where he had 95 speed and was on teams until February because of how dominant he was and how that game played. So it's gotten too far to the greed stuff. We know you got to go a little greedy with the business, but this is too much, because really, they know by the time we're here late in these deep steps, right? They give us the worst offers later on, like a movie on television that you watch. They're going to give you the most commercials later on after you're already pot committed. First 40 minutes, you'll have one commercial, and then the last 40, you'll have 10. It's crazy. So the level 19, 2 Blitz packs for 30. Right here, we got 2 Blitz packs for 30. But then they go the early offers where they're trying to still get you in. The earlier ones are even better than this. Three Blitz packs. You get 4 Blitz packs for 20. So they're really trying to get you through the early levels a little bit more efficiently. 15, you get 2. So it's like twice the value on the early one. So it definitely feels like if they didn't screw up the math, they were really bastard-coded bastards with bastard filling for end loading it, because they already know we're going to go to this level. And the last one's 50 anyways. 50 Blitz packs for this last one. To get through these slugs, you got to get 110 Blitz packs. 110. You can't buy these ones. You can't do it. You got to buy it here for the points. 110 of them. And $58. You see that one? Only gets you 10. $58. Only gets you 10 packs. And to get like I said, these last few ones, they're right here. It's 110 packs. $50 gets you 10. Okay. So that's just part of the frustration, which is crazy, right? The other issue with the offers is that they're boring. Like, there's no excitement here. Remember when you had Fire Fantasy packs? Remember we had log in 1 hour? Like, get it in now? Like, I understand why they got rid of community limits on 1,000 packs for some of them, because it would crash the servers, even though I thought it was kind of fun, man. Like spamming the servers trying to get in, like go, 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 go. Like, that was actually, I don't know, kind of enjoyable to be one of the lucky 1,000 that beat the server lottery, even though frequently it wouldn't work for me. Like, so where's the 1 hour rush that we used to have? Where's that kind of stuff? Like, so the fact that all these offers are like, oh, it's an 88 plus, it's a 92 guaranteed, it's a 92 or 93. Like, it doesn't feel like it's priced like it's like an algorithmic pricing model here, and there's no human touch on these packs, because like the Blitz packs themselves, they are really boring, really boring. Most of what you're getting are 80 plus or an 88 plus. Right? I need something shocking, some fireworks, some wow in this promo, because that's what Blitz was great about before. Like, the unknown coming. And they've gotten really, really bad at that the last couple of years specifically. So the fact that, like, we don't got no cornucopia packs, Fire Fantasy, as I mentioned here, like, it definitely feels like it's gone more to AI and less towards, like, actual people, like, creating a fun product for people to spend their money on, right? That's why people go to the movies, the big screen, the big explosions. Michael Bay's, one of the best directors of all time for getting people in seats, because, say what you will about the writing. I mean, The Rock was great, but there was just a lot of explosions later on, and people still loved it. So give me more explosions, please. And then, like, also the stat bonuses. We basically have, for all intents and purposes, like the Halloween morph again. Like, there's no reason to queue up online with a regular team when you're giving guys +5 speed. It's like, wait, who's someone that gets +5 speed? I think does Hobbs get it? So only like some of the all Madden cards get it. Hendricks, I think, gets it. Yeah. So like some of them get it, some of them don't. Like, don't do this anymore, right? The +2 speed that you get in for login reward plus the chemistry, that's the peak. Like, that is already overpowered, giving us a plus speed on these guys, +2. +5 speed in Excel, stop it. Never should happen. I can maybe one card, like when 1 or 2 cards OP, that's a fine time, right? Because it'd just be like real football, like, oh wow, we got a double Jamar Chase. Something the Steelers have no idea what to do when we pay for it every time. But when an entire team is that level, and then every other person booting online is like, well, I guess I'll just wait for it to go away. This weekend is chalked for me. I guess I'll grind solos. You're doing a bad job, EA. That's poorly done. If it's a certain event, okay, that's fine. But, like, don't make it across the board. Don't make people not be able to play because they only can engage with the promos and no money spent, right? So that's annoying. Don't ever do that again, please. Or segment it, I guess, is part of the ramble. I do want to show Mutt Leaks and stuff, right? And shout out to him. I know he's caught in a lot of crap online by some of the community members. Some big voices are like, oh, Mutt Leaks ruined Mutt. They say like idiots. He showed us these things. He showed us what's ahead. And like I said, very algorithmic. There doesn't seem to be anything exciting here. Right? Like, there's some cool, like, and then like the Sanders' thing, you know what's really weird about it? So if people are going along the path to get the Shador or the Deion Sanders, EA's just going to give us a pack. Why are set cards always in packs now? They do this with Team Diamonds. I don't like that. I don't like that. Set cards should be packed. Now, these aren't sets, to be fair, but it seems weird that now it's just like, was it going to be like so 30 packs? Is this going to be like a 30% chance at one of the Sanderses? So the people that already pot committed down the way, you're going to get to the end, and what's Sanders' price going to be? Where people can get lucky and pull them out of packs. Here's another one. I don't know what the percentage here is going to be, but it seems like, I don't know. It seems frustrating to me, and maybe I don't see it the way EA sees the Golden Bolts offers and things, like, because it definitely feels like something you go for, but there's no reason to getting there because there's going to be a ton on the market here soon as they release those offers. So it's kind of like mixed messaging to me. And maybe that's why they made it so expensive. Like, people can get it alternate ways. So I just, it doesn't, as they say on the internet, it gives me the ick. Okay. And then alternatively, a lot of these problems previously were solved because we could quick sell some cards in the promo for bolts or golden bolts or stuff like this. You can't do that. They don't quick sell for that no more. The Blitz cards. So like their cards are like minimum training value. So for so many of them here like this, like it's just training. Why are they not selling for it? Right? Because this makes no money spent life hell. Because basically, shout out to Moshi for doing the math. Ask Gronk to explain this post. The NMS people, total of 11,000 bolts for free. So 11,000 bolts, not even enough to get a champion out of bolts. I feel like it's a frustration for the majority of your player base. So the majority of your player base, like 70%, are like NMS solo doers. I mean, it just seems frustrating to me if I was in their shoes, which I used to be. That's a long time ago since content took over my life. But 11,000 bolts, what does that get you, right? Because you can't quick sell cards for bolts. How are you engaging this? Because there needs to be some sort of like hook for them too to chase like a 92 overall. Right here behind me is 92 overall. I'll show it to you. Let me get out of your way. 92 overall for 20,000 Blitz bolts. You only get 11,000 and you can't quick sell people for more. So basically, you're telling people you can't even get 91 overall based off the math. You get 90 overalls, which are what, 80K? Can't recall off the top of my head where they are right now. So you're telling people, okay, well, just get the Elite Platinum pack. Sure, that's great, but these things are boring. They're good value, but they're boring. I need some excitement in this kind of promo. Right? You're like, oh, just choose the excitement packs. Yeah, but the excitement packs, what are the excitement packs? You can't get the excitement packs. 89 plus, your chance of, they don't even give you the odds, but the chance of a 90 out of an 89 plus, a 91 is probably 5%. I like that they just don't even tell us because it's so bad. Like, oh, we're not forced to tell you because it's not with money. So sending people to like the value store, I get it. It's cool. It's fine. But like overall, I don't know. We play video games for like the dopamine hit. Like, and the people that are always hunting for value already got a lot of money at MS. And like, let's talk about the NMSers because like they need to make money off the game. And like the only way you can do it, obviously grinding it, you got some opportunities like I talked about at the top. There's some good things. But like when we look at this, why did they limit the All Madden set? This to me makes no sense because EA feels like people are making too many coins off sets. That's the only reason I can think of why you'd limit this set. And I think EA's thinking about it wrongly because when we see accounts, NMS, like Joe, like many of them, a few of them, I wouldn't say many, it depends on your definition. They got like 50 million, 100 million coins NMS making it. EA's like, oh, whoa, these people are not putting money into their product and getting a lot of coins. That's not right. We got to take it from them. No, those people are advertising your product. NMS people with a lot of coins are the best thing for your game, EA. Okay? Because whenever you see someone, and I see this invariably on the Reddit and the comments of this YouTube video and any other YouTube video talking about this, they're like, oh, it's so hard to make coins in this game. And then The great thing about NMS people with a lot of coins, they love to be arrogant. And they will be like, what are you talking about? I got 20 million coins NMS with a 93 overall squad. You're just bad at the game. So doing stuff like this and taking coins out of market grinders' accounts, who that coin is not going to trickle down. Taking coin out of their accounts is taking away that arrogance from your community. And that's wrong because they're advertising your game for you. You're not losing money. Those people aren't putting money in the game anyways. They're grinding 20 million coins. They ain't doing it. You ain't making money from them. That's just part of their shtick. So stop being this. You're thinking about your game all wrong, EA, when you do limits like this on your sets, when you take away functions from your market workers, because there's only so many people that can work the market. It's a zero-sum game. They're making coins off people that buy packs and stuff. And you're like, well, that's bad. We want people to... No, man. You want people buying packs to make less coins, right? Right? So that way they have to buy more packs. And that way the NMS experience is better because they can take advantage of it. Okay? This is all fitting into each other and you're just too stupid to see it. So it's crazy. You have this huge balancing act you got to do. So stop throwing wrenches in the trenches. Stupid. So those are my problems with the Blitz, man. And so much of this stuff is so easily seen if EA just grinds the game, man. If people that make MUT grind it would be solved so well. Like, you see this, a lot of these things. Now, I'm not saying MLB The Show's flawless. They made really bad mistakes with sets and seasons. They tried something new, I get it. But, like, you can tell during their promo drops, they grind the game. So, please play your game, EA. Or listen to the hardcores. This is not hard stuff to do. Bring back the cornucopia pack, please. All right, final words. Make it make sense. That's it. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Peace out. See you guys on Twitch here soon.